Stolen.
Points.
Oh no, doing this in high school is like absolutely great. As a district, and like we're so lucky, and I'm so grateful that I'm able to actually do this because I get to learn so many skills, so many things I wouldn't be able to know that I probably wouldn't know like unless I paid to like go to college somewhere. And so I feel like just having the ability to do this thing essentially for free because the district pays for all this is something great. You learn so much valuable information that you would like not learn anywhere else from doing anything else like this.
Make sure that you look at the README. They emphasize that. Huge.
The cool part about this is a national competition. There are about 5,000 teams across the country competing over a 5-day period. The energy level, the excitement over doing the competition is awesome because they have a 4-hour window. They have to complete it in that time period. They got to work together. They got to work as a team. A lot of soft skills are being developed as students work through these things.
I think it's really cool because it gives us a chance to better our future, because this on whatever we do is really a boost because we show our skills and academic learning through this depending on how our score does, and even if not we get a good score, we still participate in that and try to grow.
Students are learning real world skills here. These are things that they can use at home. These are skills that will lead them into potential cybersecurity competitions or cybersecurity world if this is a potential career that they want to pursue. And it's something to put on their resumes. It's a example of soft skills that business people are constantly looking for.
I definitely want to do this for a career. I think it's really fun just trying to figure out, it's like a puzzle. You're trying to find the right pieces and then put them in the right places because there's so many different things that could go wrong or go right.
This isn't a lesson that is above and beyond what I could do in the classroom. So participating in this activity is definitely something that gets the kids to realize, is this something they really want to do or not? Without actually pursuing that degree and seeing the challenges. It also is teaching problem-solving skills. A lot of our kids just give up too easily when they are faced with a problem. This allows them to realize that they can solve problems as they come up to them.
That's machine. We're going to do this thing. We're making it happen. A lot of music. Hey, today we're here at the Mix. We had the opportunity to be part of the Holiday Spectacular with the Morning Mix team down here in the downtown studios, and we brought the Prospect Magical Singers down to add a little holiday joy. You can nose around. If you see something you want, just take it. That's fine. We arrived here at the Mix on 27th floor, overlooking Millennium Park. Beautiful view of the lakefront. Kids are hanging out in kind of the lobby.
Our stocks are going down. What is going on? Our stocks are going down.
And they're really getting prepared, warming up their voices, and getting ready for some pretty special moments on air.
This was probably one of the coolest experiences I know in my career, to come in and do a radio
Just
show.
one, two.
Unheard of. So, and I know the kids were just out of their minds, excited about it.
That's right, the Morning Mix Holiday Spectacular rolls on. I gotta tell you guys.
That is on. That is on.
We've had many performances to get up to this moment, and today we just really focused on trying to make sure we had tall vowels because no one can see us and see our excitement. So we needed our energy to kind of go through the sound waves of radio.
How you doing? Okay. How you doing? How's everything?
I think one of the special moments is just our songs that we love, like Mary Did You Know by the Pentatonics. To be able to sing something that's popular, that's on the radio now in the exact arrangement that we hear a famous group like the Pentatonics sing.
Hey Chris, how are you? Good. I just said we're doing an update. I was just going to say, Scott told me he's going to pull me in after. Yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah, I had to look pretty. I've been thinking about this a lot, so I can get about that.
When you kiss your little baby, you kiss the face of God.
They say
So I personally
never thought I would be able to get on the radio, especially 101.9, which I listen to every morning on the drive to school. So this was really amazing. Not something I can say I ever thought I was going to do, but definitely something I'm very happy I got to do. I personally just felt thrilled to be on the show.
What's that doing? Right, I'm thinking it's like the former agreement. Oh, I would agree. That's my feeling. I felt like, yeah. Alex on the
So at one point in the broadcast, Lauren had the opportunity to sing a solo on air. Did a Taylor Swift mashup that she put together. And I'm sitting back watching this. What a special moment for a high school senior to be live on Chicago airwaves singing a Taylor Swift song.
Yeah, we'll talk and then we'll get to something later. Because I feel like...
So when I was singing the Taylor Swift song, I was really nervous at first because it's nerve-wracking, like knowing that I was singing with a couple people on the radio. So, but once I got started, it was more fun to get into it, like performing music.
So whenever we get to it, right after the proper thing or something, okay.
But we were done.
That sounds good. Yeah, perfect. Famous last words. I know. School board meetings.
It is a long day. It is a long day. As a Rolling Meadows alumna, it's not as bad as Jasmine Meadows.
I wanted to perform a Taylor Swift song because, like, she's been one of my biggest idols ever since I was a little girl. So it's kind of, especially with songwriting, like, she's kind of the one who really influenced a lot of my songwriting, like, journey. So yeah, it was really cool to get to have that, like, roundabout experience.
Last minute, good to see you again.
They've agreed to do a joint statement, but obviously everyone has to agree with them.
I know.
Thank you for the experience. Thank you to Prospects for giving me the experience to sing on my own. Overall experience, I'd give it a 10 out of 10 rating. It was really cool to like come here and to look around here and get to experience another side of like music industry, and yeah, it was really cool.
5 minutes from O'Hare to downtown.
Another amazing thing was
you're right.
I feel like we were part of the show for the morning. So like when Violetta would go through traffic, if there was something good, we'd all shout huzzah!
They are only 5 minutes from
For a long time,
if there was something bad, we'd all go boo or womp womp, which really made us feel like we were part of the show, which I just added to the level of fun that everybody had today. Once in a lifetime.
Oh, that's great. We'll pull myself together. Good to see you. Good to see you too.
It's a great way to wrap up the holiday season, and with this group, most of these kids started the year during COVID, so our first rehearsals were on Zoom, and now to imagine that we are here after all those years, and it's their senior year, most of them, I am so excited that they got this opportunity because they deserve it and they work really, really hard, and I can't think of a better group that this experience would have been good for.
See you on 101.9 The Mix.
This has been such a great day. The directors of D214 coming together, bringing their kids together, their students, and having the University of Illinois faculty up at the trustees.
Listen for it. Test 1, 2.
Here in Arlington Heights at Berkeley High School, which is a powerhouse in Illinois and the country. And we're working together for master classes, for ensemble, and for a concert at the end of the day. Pieces that we've rehearsed together.
We just finished our first day. It was fabulous. We got started with our brainstorming with Spencer Hall and myself. I was here last December, and he faculty brought up, we should have all the faculty from University of Illinois and do a day. And I loved the idea and brought it right back to the faculty, and everybody loved it, and we were all on board. It's the very first one we've done. It's a really good opportunity for us to get the band directors here in this district much better, and also just to have hands-on experience with the students and pass on what we know.
That is funny. Yes, and how is it Helen? What do you say?
Previously loved.
Are we ready? Okay, thank you. I'd like to call to order the business meeting of the Township High School District 214 Board of Education for Thursday, January 25th, 2024. And the secretary, please call the roll.
Dessling.
Here.
Fiorito.
Here.
Heineman.
Here.
Palmer. Here. Rauch. Walker.
Here.
And Kreutzer.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Can we please all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for coming out tonight. I need a motion to approve the agenda as amended. We have 2 additional reports. They're just reports. They're not discussion item or action items. And what's been added is teaching and learning and a fiscal report. So can I have a motion and a second, please?
So moved.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Fiorito.
Yes.
Palmer. Aye. Dessling.
Yes.
Heineman.
Abstain. I did not hear or understand what the motion was.
It's to approve the agenda.
Oh.
Do you change your vote? Okay.
Walker.
Yes.
And Kreutzer.
Aye.
Motion carries 6-0.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes of the January 11th, 2024 Board of Education meeting?
So moved.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Palmer. Aye. Fiorito.
Yes.
Dessling.
Yes.
Heineman.
Aye.
Walker.
Yes.
And Kreutzer.
Aye.
Motion carries 6-0.
Thank you. And tonight we are recognizing a community partner, Keats Manufacturing. Is that Mr. Novi? Thank you.
Thank you. Tonight we are recognizing Keats Manufacturing for its support in providing opportunities for our students to explore careers in the manufacturing industry. As part of this recognition, we'd like to share a spotlight story about our partnership with Keats.
Today I'm here at Keats and I'm going to show you what we do around here and what the facility looks like. On the production floor, we make our parts for the metal stamping from automotive to healthcare industry, and that's where everything's made.
There's a lot of family that are employed here. My father was employed here, my brother's employed here. There's cousins, there's brothers. With that said, there's also a lot of employees that have been here 40, 50 years. And they're the older generation, and Keats Manufacturing understands that, well, these guys are going to retire. So they're heavily involved in the apprenticeship program with District 214. And there are high quality, high paying jobs in manufacturing.
This special type of steel is heat treated. Heat treated stuff is harder to cut into, so that's why we're using the EDM machine. I am currently working in the EDM department and I am working on EDM drilling, also Shadow, the CNC guys, and the other people working on the other EDM machines. This apprenticeship has helped me from just confidence boosting, help
get experience with job experience and life experience, help learn from older people and people that have been here for a while, from like 20 years to generations. It is a family-owned place.
We're excited to have Joe here, and it's been a pleasure working with him, and I hope even if he goes to college that he understands that our door is open. If he wants to come back here maybe and decides that manufacturing is something for him, he's welcome back.
With this experience, just getting it under my belt, Miss Gannon helped me very much with just writing the letter with me. Now I'm going to be able to go to the University of Kansas, and I want to pursue a career in business, like the business side of the manufacturing department. By just doing an internship or an apprenticeship, it will just help with you figuring out what you want to do in your future. Like, this is an opportunity that you can put on like a resume. If even like trying to get into college, it can help you open up doors that you never thought you could open.
Dr. Rowe, would you, Board President Kreutzer, Vice President Palmer, please join me for partner recognition? And we'd like to welcome from Keats Manufacturing, Matt Eggermeyer, the CEO, and Eunice McConnell, the Controller. Will you please join us?
We're going to do a photo.
Keats Manufacturing has a long-standing relationship with District 14. Matt Eggermeyer served on the initial advisory committee to develop our manufacturing pathway in the district. Keats Manufacturing has actively engaged with students, offering them opportunities to explore potential careers in manufacturing. The work culture at Keats fosters a strong sense of community, emphasizing individual value, hard work, and a familial atmosphere where everyone can thrive. When students are mentored and nurtured by the Keats Manufacturing team, they consistently have a phenomenal experience. District 214 expresses profound gratitude for Keats Manufacturing and their unwavering support, recognizing the significant impact they have had on the educational and professional journeys of our students. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You know, I just wanted to share, since Keats manufacturing was our first pathway, and really he was at the table there at when all of this work got started.
I'm not pushing you.
Sure. I wasn't really prepared to say anything or do anything, but I do thank District 214 for these opportunities. We host a variety of young people, trying to introduce them to careers in manufacturing, whether college is in their future or not. And it helps the community, and I appreciate all your help.
So where are you located? Because they didn't say that.
Wheeling, Illinois.
Okay. And you've been there, I've heard, over 50 years?
The company?
Yes.
We've been in Wheeling since great question, stump me, 1989.
Okay.
Company started in the city, moved to Evanston, came up to Wheeling. And yes, we've been working with Wheeling High School and the district quite a bit.
Great, really appreciate it.
A lot of grads who are now on their path to becoming great manufacturer people.
Thank you again.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next, we have public comments, and no one has signed up. So we'll move to superintendent's report.
All right, thank you. Just a few things this evening for me. I'm very pleased to share that following the Ethics and Gift Band Commission held in November, the district embarked on a series of actions as promised and the commission approved. And we have completed all of those actions and are officially closing the actions that are necessary. Some of them carry over year in terms of training our new employees, as well as implementing some of our professional travel approvals that include acknowledgement of of our responsibilities in accordance to board policy, but we have completed the actions associated with that commission. Moving on, I'm glad that I believe I saw him in the room. He may have stepped out and it turned him red the other day, but I'm happy to do it again. Offer congratulations to Dr. Bradford Hubbard, who is of Wheeling High School, who was recently named the North Cook Illinois Principals Association Principal of the Year. Definitely. And then more exciting news out of Wheeling High School is the Assistant Principal of the Year for the IPA North Cook region was Ms. Angela Hawkins, the AP. So well done, Ms. Hawkins. And there he is, the Principal of the Year. Welcome, Dr. Hubbard. And then finally, just another update, this hasn't been spoken about too much publicly in an official capacity, but the school board is engaging in a strategic planning process, and we've been seeking our partner. So an RFP was issued in December. That has closed, and we've received a number of proposals from potential partners. Mr. Maggi and I will begin the process of evaluating those proposals and interviewing potential partners, and we anticipate having a recommendation to the board in the coming weeks. So excited to begin that journey. A lot of great work ahead connecting with the community to lay the foundation for the future of District 214. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rowe. So next up, we have Teacher and Learning Report, Dr. Lopez.
Thank you, President Kreitzer. So the board probably has received the announcements of this year's Wild Stang's first robotics season. I don't know if you could understand. I certainly struggled to understand, even though I read it, what the competition is focused on this year. It's quite complicated. But our district Wild Stang robotics team is now in the midst of its build season, and during this time of year, students and about a dozen volunteer engineers are working 6 days a week on the robot at MacArthur Middle School. Now, Wild Stang is going to be holding its annual robot reveal for the first robotics competition on Saturday, March 9th at 1 p.m. at MacArthur Middle School. It's always exciting. Invite the public to come, especially if you have any kids. They'd be excited to see the robot in action. The reason I bring it up, because I don't typically announce this, is because I wanted to publicly thank Prospect Heights School District 23 and Superintendent Dr. Don, I'm going to butcher his last name, Angelacchio. Okay, Dr. Don Angelacchio, for being so gracious in hosting us for so many years. I believe this is going to be our 8th year that we're there at MacArthur, and it's the last build season and reveal at MacArthur Middle School. So we are excited of the program's return to our district facilities here at the specialized schools beginning this fall of 2024. So we're excited. I do mention this also because the team does need a dedicated playing field space of about 1,800 square feet during this time of year in preparation for competition. So this is a year from now. And so we've designated, we're going to have a space probably at the back left side of the field house by the door at Forest View beginning in January 2025. So I'm just sort of giving everyone notice. I know there's a lot of people that rent our facilities and that they may have to share with the playing field a little bit during that time, but I'm confident that we'll be able to work things out with our long-term rentals. Pat's worried, I think. Yes, but we'll work through it. We did meet with Steve, and he's initiated sort of those conversations of people who typically rent that Forest View Fieldhouse space because of the change. But we really are excited for Wild Stang to be coming here. It's going to make it easier for students to get here for class on Monday nights. We have buses that are already running from all of our Sunday schools, that all of our buses end up here anyway. And so I'm hoping that this really will continue to support the program. I know they're very excited. So that completes my report.
Thank you, Dr. Lopez. Wild Stang's been around for years, and for those that don't know, Wild Stang started out at Motorola, and then when Motorola was no more, we hurry up and had space over here that was probably the size of a broom closet. Yes. And then I had a suggestion, and it came to fruition when one of our partner schools stepped up, and really very appreciative of District 23 and having the opportunity for the students to be there. And District 23 also benefit because they use the classrooms during the day. So great news on that. Thank you. Mr. Keeley, fiscal report. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very brief report this evening. I just wanted to kind of give the initial signal that we are beginning to work on next year's budget as we continue to monitor the fiscal year 24 budget. So Mr. Vargas is wrapping up, he's our finance director, he's wrapping up his quarterly meetings with the key stakeholders, the budget managers here in the district. Those are the figures through the end of December. As we move forward, the board can expect the base assumptions to come to them at the February 8th meeting. We'll have a discussion there and receive some direction from the board. It's a very typical process. We start really wide and we narrow our focus as we get towards that final budget. And then at the March 14th meeting, we'll be bringing those assumptions back, probably edited with your input for your approval. At that point, we will start constructing the tentative budget, which will come to the board at the June meeting. And between that March and June time, we'll be working with those budget managers, finalizing their third quarter actuals and baking that information and all that we understand from their needs into that tentative budget. The final budget will come to the board in August. I'd be happy to answer any questions. Otherwise, stay tuned.
Board members? We look forward to the assumptions report. Thank you. So we have board member updates. Anyone have an update? Mr. Heidemann?
No update.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Walker, do we have anything?
No update.
Thank you.
Go ahead. No update.
Okay. Mr. Fiorito?
Yeah, I just want to mention that I continue to attend the PTC meetings at most of the schools as well as the athletic boosters. I do enjoy listening to the parents, and I do appreciate the principals who attend these meetings and give updates. I think the questions that are asked of the gentleman and Megan are great questions, and I do appreciate the responses that the principals give. I think it's a great opportunity and a forum for parents to ask some questions, and you guys do a heck of a job with the responses, so I hope to continue to do that. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Dessling?
Yes. I attended on Saturday, January 6th, the robotics kickoff that was held here, right in this room. And they go through the policies with the students. It's a fairly lengthy meeting. And then at the end of the meeting, they reveal whatever the first Robotics International has for the competition this year. It's really amazing. You have to, if you have a chance, you have to go and see that. The next day on the 7th, and each year, Buffalo Grove holds a cheerleading extravaganza, I guess is what you'd call it. It's over 100 different cheerleading groups and probably 100 different schools, and they run it like clockwork. It goes all day long from 8 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock at night. It's truly amazing. The parents do a great job. Buffalo Grove hosted the second annual jazz workshop last Saturday. And the workshop is really not competitive, but it's a chance for jazz groups from our schools, combos, ensembles, whatever, to get together, and they're adjudicated, and then they have clinicians that will work with them for a while, and it's really, really good for the students. We probably had 15 different groups that were there for that. Sunday, I went to the League of Women Voters meeting, primarily just to support them for all they do to get the vote out. But the other thing is, they provide happy birthday cards to all of our 18-year-old students and registration cards every year, which is at their expense. But it's a great thing for them to do, and just wanted to thank them for that. Thank you very much.
I'll add one more thing. I'd be remiss if I didn't wish good luck to all the students who are performing at the state competition in Peoria for music. So I wish we had students from Buffalo Grove, Rolling Meadows, Elk Grove, and am I missing anybody? Prospect had some too. I don't know about Hersey or...
Okay.
I'm missing one school. Who am I missing?
Yes, Hersey does.
Yeah, Hersey does? Okay. Wish all them good luck. Thank you.
Thank you. So we move on to item 9, consent agenda. Before I ask for a motion in a second, does anyone want to pull an item? Okay, so can I have a motion to approve, a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Fiorito,
Yes.
Palmer. Aye. Dustling.
Oh, sure, yes.
Finn,
Aye.
Walker,
Yes.
and Kreutzer.
Aye.
Motion carries 6-0.
So we have roll call action items, approval of 10.0, 10.1? Okay, approval of accounts payable. Can I have a motion in a second, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion on accounts payable? Call the roll, please.
Palmer. Aye. Fiorito.
Yes.
Dustling.
Yes.
Heineman.
Aye.
Walker.
Yes.
And Kreutzer.
Aye.
Carries 6-0.
Thank you. So we have next action item, approval of student fees. Can I have a motion in a second, please?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, board members?
I have two things to mention. Number one, I think it'd be a good idea to disclose that there were some changes that were made from the last meeting, from the initial proposal. That would be number one. And then the second question I have is for Tim, and that would be, can you give us a little information as to what the student fees are earmarked for?
Certainly. So to answer your first question, Mr. Fiorito, yes, indeed. We received feedback from the board, and the administration went back to the table. And what you have before you this evening is a modified version of the original recommendation. In this recommendation, we are capping the charge at 3 students. So a student with a family with 4 students or more, those would not incur additional fees. So essentially capping it. And there's a reduced fee per student with $350 for the first, $250 for the second, and $150 for the third student. I do want to address, Mr. Dustling had a concern about freezing the fees. I do want to remind the board that the only way the fees change are if the board takes action on it. So I believe that's essentially in the hands of the board. And then to answer your second question, what is included in the fees? This is pulled straight from the registration form, and it includes textbook, rental, instructional materials, consumables, digital learning clubs, speakers, assembly, school calendar, 1 physical education shirt per year, a PE lock, entry to regular season athletics, and school newspaper. In addition, because this recommendation has us sunsetting the $65 per season co-curricular fee, that would also include co-curricular activities.
Thank you, Tim.
Board members, any other discussion? Call the roll.
Fiorito.
Yes.
Palmer. Aye. Dustling.
Yes.
Heineman.
Aye.
Walker.
Yes.
And Kreutzer.
Aye.
6-0.
Thank you. So the board will be going into closed session, what, about a couple hours? Yeah. And we will have action after closed session. So I need a motion to go into closed session for the purpose of discussing the employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees, specific individuals who serve as independent contractors in an educational setting, or legal counsel for the public body. 5 ILCS 122C1, litigation when an action against, affecting, or on behalf of a particular public body has been filed and is pending before a court of administrative tribunal, or when the public body finds that an action is probable or imminent. 5 ILCS 120C11, in collective bargaining matters between the public body and its employees or their representatives. 5 ILCS 120C2. Motion and a second, please.
So moved.
Second. There's been a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Walker.
Yes.
Palmer. Aye. Dustling.
Yes.
Fiorito.
Yes.
Heineman.
Aye.
And Kreutzer.
Aye. Thank you, and we'll be back in a bit. Thank you. Okay, tell me when we're, yeah. Oh, it's not.
Nope, nothing.
That's okay. Okay, thank you. We are back into open session, and we have one action item. Ms. Pomper, please.
I move for approval of the personnel transaction reports, 12.1.1, for January 25th, 2024.
Is there a second, please?
Second.
There's been a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Palmer.
Aye.
Dessling.
Yes.
Fiorito.
Abstain.
Heineman.
Abstain.
Walker.
Yes.
Aye.
Kreutzer. Motion
We are-
carries.
Thank you. We are going back into closed session, and this will be the end of the video, as we will not have any action after the second closed session. So we suspended closed session, so do we have to move again to go into closed session for the employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees, specific individuals who serve as independent contractors in an educational setting, or legal counsel for the public body, 5 ILCS 122C1.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll.
Dessling.
Yes.
Millie Palmer.
Aye.
Fiorito.
Yes.
Heineman.
Yes.
Walker.
Yes.
Kreutzer.
Aye. Thank you and good night.
I got my whole day.